ChatGPT, OpenAI just launched 5.5, and you can actually get it running on your OpenClaw right now. Now, by the time you see this video, there's probably going to be already an update out, but this is about how to get it on OpenClaw and also how it's been on OpenClaw with me using it for just the past hour now. I'm going to say, to let you guys know, it's a huge step forward. Like, I feel good about getting back on OpenClaw now, right? Like, for the most part, I've been running Claude Code with Opus 4.7 as an outside architecture, and then having 5.4 as the inside of the OpenClaw, but having Claude Code have to really run the OpenClaw because the OpenClaw with 5.4 was just unbearable. I feel like at this point now, I feel like what I'm going to do, what I was doing was running a $200 subscription with Anthropic. I did a $200 subscription with ChatGPT to test both of them out. But in all honesty, with my usage overall, alongside with local models, I feel like I can bring both of those down to 100 each, use one, use the other, and get the best of both worlds. But with that said, let me show you how I got this to work. So I was on Twitter searching to see, and I saw this guy right here, Cherry MX Red, who laid out this overall do it yourself or have your agent do it for you. And then also the models add OpenAI. I'm not the biggest guy when it comes to coding and all this stuff, so I'm gonna be honest with you, but I did know how to run a who am I, right? So I installed Codex right when this was announced just to see like how 5.5 was. And the number one thing that I noticed off the rip is it was extremely fast on Codex, and it had tons of like more personality. I felt like I was talking to someone rather than a chatbot. Like, it just felt totally different. Huge step forward from 5.3 to 5.4. I noticed it off the rip. I currently was using it on high and medium, and I just feel like it was phenomenal out the rip. But with that said, I went and grabbed the Who Am I from my Mac Mini, where my OpenClaw is at and where my Claude Code is at. And I basically told my Claude Code to give me a prompt to pretty much give my Codex everything that it needs for it to go in SSH, get a understanding of our workspace and workflow, give us like an index. It provided me the MD. I gave the MD file to Codex. It went through, it read my OpenClaw, read my Claude. It got an understanding of my overall architect. And then it just kind of sat itself and kind of got a little room and a little seat for himself. So he's ready to go to work with me over here on my 5080. But this is about OpenClaw, right? So now that he knows about the SSH and about that overall system we have, now I wanted to provide him the instructions to install 5.5. Now, if you work with your OpenClaw on your PC, like as is, I have like a different setup, right? I have my Mac Mini hosting my OpenClaw. But if you host your OpenClaw on your actual PC, then you can load this up directly into Codex on your computer and have it do it locally right there without having the SSH, right? But basically, I got my Who Am I on my Mac Mini. I changed the sender ID to this, and I put my actual name in there. And I literally just copied this and said, hey, man, I'm trying to put ChatGPT 5.5 on my OpenClaw. This tweet right here is telling me what to do. Can you just tell me what the hell's going on? I sent to that and I said, this is my Who Am I? He's familiar with the Mac Mini at this point. He has the knowledge. He knows what's going on. He went in there, he implemented it, he changed the endpoints, and boom, 5.5 is there. I then hop over and switch and make sure like my actual OpenClaw agent, Kai, I made sure that he was on 5.5. I started talking to him. And it's a difference, night and day. Night and day, okay? Night and day difference. Just talking to him, hey, how you doing? Trying to see how the convo is, right? It doesn't feel robotic. He gets to the point. He speaks. Of course, some of this is probably cap. He's acting like he could feel stuff, but I gave him a couple prompts to do some things. Give me a handoff from my Hermes agent on pretty much setting up STT, because I don't know, Hermes was acting up. And it just overall was a way more fluid conversation. I first told him to go ahead and apply all the agents to this model and Kimmy as my fallback. He did it. He didn't say, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this. I'm waiting on you to say go. Like all that shit. And I'm like, go. Okay, you said go. Well, I'm going to go ahead and plan it out. Here's the plan. Now this plan, on the plan is done. Tell me go. Go. Okay, I got the plan. You told me to go. Now that you told me to go, I'm going to get the plan and write it down. And then when you tell me to go with the plan written down, that's when I'm going to initiate. Go. Like none of that. Just done it. Boom. Next thing, Hermes, done. Boom. I'm asking him questions and I'm getting responses back instantly. I'm getting the job. I'm getting things that, these are simple things, but these are things that would just take 7 years to do. removed byte rover because I'm using my wiki now, you know, an Obsidian, removed, done. Okay. Endpoint. I wanted to confirm, is there a way you can confirm this endpoint that this is actual ChatGPT and this ain't no just some endpoint rewritten, right? He laid out the ways that we can do it. He said, which one you want to do? I said, do number 2. He went and apparently confirmed the raw session transcript receipt from the live Telegram session file, API open AI Codex responses, provider open AI Codex, model return chat GPT 5.5, and then the overall response IDs. So I'm going to be playing with this more and more. I'm going to try to see if I can break it. I mean, let's see. Let me see. Let's make a website. Glassmorphic. You make a Glassmorphic UAP UFO website on Tailscale with all live information that has been put out over this past week. Make it JS node and make it look like a award-winning website. So I'm gonna send this to him. I'm not gonna have you guys waiting forever. But usually it's moving. I'm seeing it doing the tool calling, consecutive tool callings, not stopping. And sometimes ChatGPT would just have stopped. It would just stop doing it. You'll have to tell it to do something and be like, all right, I'm about to do it. And then you'll see tool calls go, and then it stop. And you're like, what happened? Oh, I'm still doing it. And then the tool calls come back and start going, right? It's going, right? So one thing I don't know if I'm tripping about it, but it does feel slower a little bit. Thinking is not as default off right now. You can see it's doing the tool. Like, I mean, look at that. That's me when I told it to go ahead and change all the agents out. Is just doing what it needs to do. It is returning with 5.5 there as well. So I mean, I'm feeling a difference already. Okay, but we just sent that over. Let's see his response when he comes back. And the reason why I said I was a little skeptical because obviously you can write your own endpoint. You can put any endpoint, right? It is really what the model's actually hitting, right? When it comes to that at the end of the day. I told, though, Codex 5.5, I wanted this to be utilized through OAuth, and I ran the same procedure that this guy right here, you know, this overall tweet said. So, I mean, hey, it feels like it's doing something, and there it goes. It's tool calling. I told it to do it. Look, it's tool calling. That's all I want to see. I don't want to hear you talk to me. Don't even talk to me, Kai. Just work, nigga. Work. Look at him. Look at him. He's working. He's working. He's working. That's what I want him to do. I want him to work. I don't want him to talk. Well, he could talk. We could talk too sometimes, but I want him to work. So we sent this at 4:20. Right now it's 4. Did we send this at 4:27? It's 4:29. 2 minutes have passed. I'm gonna be putting this video out quick. I'll be doing a full follow-up video after like 24 hours with it. But I'm feeling hype. I mean, I'm loving that OpenAI. I feel like their overall, even the ChatGPT that launched yesterday, I believe, with their agent system is only for business only, but they have a business system. And I'm looking to get into that because personal and business cost the same amount of money. You can get the business and the personal for $100. I think there's even a cheaper version, I want to say. But basically with the business side, the $100 subscription, $200 subscription, the chatgpt.com, you can run agents on the actual web, website, the chatgpt.com. You can run agents through that. So with that said, they're personalizing and getting more involved with agents. And I think that ChatGPT saw what Anthropic did with the banning. And I think that they saw a huge opportunity to do something about it. And hey, I am all for that. Would I get rid of Opus 4.7? I you know, if ChatGPT was just like phenomenal, I mean, you know, who knows? But I kind of do like Claude as well. I really do. I like what I was doing with Opus 4.7. I honestly feel like in the landscape that we're currently in, we're going to be, if you're someone in this space, you're just going to be juggling a lot of different models. This is what it is. You're going to be one month, you might want to rock with this. You might want to rock with that. And as long as you're running your stuff locally, I feel like with your files, I feel like any of these agents are going to be able to pick up where the other agent or other model left off. You feel me? My agent is my agent. His sole MD, everything is there. All right. Ingestion rank. This is something else. And the crazy thing about 5.5 from what people are saying is that we are technically utilizing what Claude Mythos is using. This Claude Mythos, this model from Claude that was too crazy to release to the public, right? As they would say. When you compare it here, it does have it beat on some things, but some things ChatGPT 5.5 has it as well. And then you have 5.5 Pro that we don't have the marks, but I mean, hey, apparently also 5.5 is a little bit more expensive, but it's more efficient. So it should not really make a difference in your spending. And as we go, we are still going and chugging along. Oh, it's finished right now. He finished it, built it, UAP signal room. Let's see how it looks. Let's see if he made it very, very nice off the rip. It could be boring or it could be good. Something moved in the public record this week. Disclosure pressure is back on board. White House promises releases. Congress demands videos. Pentagon says AAR Arrow is consolidating the records. Open briefing. Window 17 to 23rd. 46 videos added. This is all true. Deadline missed. Release or subpoena. So this is all recent news. What matters next? And then direct links to those actual things. Updated today. And these are like some of the upcoming sources. So very quick off the rip. I'm not mad at it at all. What I'm happy about is I'm asking it to do stuff and it's moving, right? Let me see. I don't even think I got to do anything anymore. I'm seeing what I'm seeing, but let me do one more thing. Okay, can you do me a favor? Kai, can you spawn 3 sub-agents to figure out for me the layout of what is the upcoming NBA playoffs looking like and who has the biggest chances of winning the NBA playoffs this year? I'd like for you to do that for me. And can you then prepare that for me in a PDF file? One thing I also want to look into as well, because I know it, Hermes agent at least, and I'm going to ask Codex about this. I'm going to ask him now, matter of fact, but there's a way that Hermes has been able to utilize the OAuth in ChatGPT for image 2. So let's ask Codex, hey, how can I use my OAuth to use ChatGPT image 2, as in use OAuth to produce images on OpenClaw via OAuth? Sounds stupid. I'm saying the same thing, but he'll get it. I could be stupid when you talk way high now. Let's see if he understands what I'm saying though. He already knows everything about SSH. He already knows about my OAuth. He knows everything that is needed to know. All I got to do is tell him what I need. I'll check OpenClaw's actual image provider pass first. The key distinction is whether ChatGPT OAuth can do image generation directly or whether OpenClaw only supports image generation through API. Yeah, let's figure that out. Because Hermes supposedly put out today that they opened that up. They allowed that. So we need to see if OAuth, if you could use ChatGPT image 2 via that type of way. Okay, and then see, that's what I'm saying. It's a little slow here and there. 2 minutes for him to give me a response there. But we're going to check and see is he slow because he's already dispatched them. Sub-agent. So he's already dispatched them, so I'm not really mad about that. And he's already got the information needed. So the delay was that. Let's see, this was dispatched at 4:35. And then these agents are also using 5.5 as well, the sub-agents themselves. So he's got that. And then he responded. I'm going to wait and see. Oh, wait, we got another sub-agent. And then Telegram's back. So I think he's about to respond back to me. I want to see if he, is he going to, I got to wait. I'm going to wait. I don't want to, basically, I don't want to wait and have him. I want him to come to me and talk to me. I don't want to have to say, hey, are you there? Hey, you there? So we're going to wait. His tool calling is showing that he's gathering the information. Tool call, tool output. Agent 1 did finish. Agent 2 did finish as well. Agent 3's finished as well. And there we go. Let's get it. I just did an Alex Finn hand clap. Who's Alex? But that's what I wanted to see. But it's a little slow. Thinking is on off, but I'm not mad. I got time and I can load up multiple instances of my agent right here. I need to get him doing that I'm not mad. I got multiple agents for this at the end of the day. Now, let's see what they're saying here. He's still working on this. We're going to see OpenClaw already sees ChatGPT, but under provider OpenAI and not open. Okay, see, he knows everything. That usually means the API, I'm checking the plugin code to confirm whether OAuth is wired into the image generator or only text media understanding. So he sees it. Okay. The local manifest confirms it. OpenAI Codex OAuth is registered for text models and image understanding, but image generation is registered only for provider OpenAI. I'm checking the exact command to see, to set image generator. Whoa, look at this, man. I'm just sitting back. My hands are up. All right, let's see. Full access. He's SSH into the Mac Mini. The second researcher's done. He's about to text me right here. I just got the message. It should pop up. There it goes. Let's see it. Local manifest confirms it. OAuth is registered. Okay, we already know that. The text proves the split clean. OpenAI Codex GPT fails with no imitation provider registered for OpenAI Codex. Okay, does not route. So I'm guessing. I guess it can't be done. Okay, meaning Codex OAuth OpenAI. Okay, hold on. You're talking a lot. You're telling. Hold on. OpenClaw currently wires OpenAI Codex OAuth for text models and image understanding, but not image generation. Image generation is only registered under OpenAI. So to use ChatGPT 2 to image in OpenClaw today, the working API path is then generate your prompt, but your current OpenAI key on the Mac is getting rejected with HTTP, so OpenClaw fails back to Google image generation. So the options are: use a valid API key, keep using Google Minimax, wait for OpenClaw to add OpenAI Codex OAuth image generation support. Patch OpenClaw ourselves later, but that is not a small config change. The provider information is missing, not the model name. Okay, so let me just ask him. Could you patch it and make it work via OAuth? You already did 5.5 for me. I might as well, right? We're still waiting on the third subagent from ChatGPT 5.5, by the way. And this is why I'm like kind of confused, because obviously through Codex, it's moving extremely fast. On OpenClaw, it's like slow. But he's still working. Oh yeah, and also I forgot I did tell him to make a PDF. I did forget about that. So he's making 3 PDFs off of those 3 researches that he brought in, I believe. So I got to bear with him. All right, let's see. Let's see what you made. Ooh, okay, a little shine on there, a little shine up there. Okay. Oh, okay. Yo, this is nice. I've had PDFs made already before, tons of them, and you know they're not bad. But boy, I like the little flair on there. The sources, prepare for Kai. I like this. I mean, this is some simple stuff, I understand, but I'm not mad at this. I like that. I don't know, man. I've never seen him go with the glassmorphic look and the gradient look. It's been pretty standard when it comes to the PDF tool calling, but he's doing it. I'm telling you, I would have probably just now got him to start. Okay. So let's look. I could try first fizzy test. I'm going to try the existing ChatGPT OAuth access token against the normal API image endpoint. Okay. The public API endpoint recognizes the OAuth token, but rejects it for it missing image request scope. That means the simple OAuth as a barrier token for images patch will not work. I'm testing whether the ChatGPT Codex backend can create an image through response style routes. Now I meant to check that. See, I want to see if Codex can actually produce an image, because if Codex can, let me see. I'm gonna ask it, can you produce a image with ChatGPT image 2? Let's just ask him. I don't even know. This is my first couple of times actually utilizing ChatGPT image. I can make one. Yes, I'll use the image generate workflow. We'll see. What model would you use? Because I feel like if you specifically want ACVs, okay. Here's the thing, right? So if Codex can do it, then Codex can wire itself through Codex on my Mac Mini to make this work. It can. It's some way it can do it. And maybe I'm doing too much for a simple task. I'm bringing you guys along for this long video, but I'm showing you guys it raw and uncut. I'm going to give him a prompt and see how it just looks overall. So I did this image with ChatGPT already using my photo. Put me in a 1920s type of photo. Make it realistic and make me at a jazz club. So we'll see how it produces this imagery. While we wait, I'm gonna ask the most simplest question. Bro, the car wash is about 5 minutes away, right? Should I walk there or go drive there? This is one of the trick questions that ChatGPT has known, and a lot of AIs have known to screw up on. And I'm seeing it saying using the MGem skill. So I'm wondering what's going to come out of that. We're still having a little bit of I don't know what's going on here. Oh, he's running commands, trying to see if it's going to give me something. If it doesn't, after a while, we're just going to call it quits and wait. But Hermes is supposedly working on it. I hope that there's a way to do OAuth through it because that would be phenomenal. My usage so far, last time I checked, I'm at 95%. 5 hour at 95. That's pretty good. We are currently on a double like XP or 2 times or something like that they did. So, you know, that's a little. We'll have to see how that really feels when that's done, which is going to be, I think, like May 1st. Drive there. If it's a car wash, walking there is goofy unless you're just going to meet somebody. 5 minutes driving is probably 20 to. So I guess it makes sense. Oh, okay. That's what I'm looking for. That looks good. And it's kind of hard. I want to say that that's image 2. I want to say that's image 2. And the reason why I want to say that it's image 2 is because I utilized that same picture the other day when image 2 came out and I got these images. I would need to play around with it more. And I mean, I don't think I need to play around with that. I could just literally ask it, but this looks good. That's pretty damn good. I look good, man. I might need to throw on a bow and a tie. I said bow and tie. I use this built image gen. Okay, so this is, wait, so this is, I don't know if he knows the difference, but that's hard to tell, man. That's hard to tell, you know. I did a couple photos. Let me see. I can't verify that the built-in imagery tool exposes here. Okay. It doesn't return. What I can say, I use ChatGPT. I would think that is probably it. I want to say that's it. I want to say that's it. I can't tell where it doesn't look like it. That looks good to me. And we're going to see if we can get this done. Hold on. Here we go. I made a timestamp back into the Mac Mini before touching anything. Now I'm patching the OpenAI bundle plugin and place and add a OpenAI provider, registered it and advertised it in the plugin manifest. I found the exact OpenClaw file that needs changing. The OpenAI plugin only registers one image provider and the manifest only advertises OpenAI. Next, I'm doing one small OAuth image call directly against the Codex responses endpoint so I can see whether it returns base 64 image data, a file ID, or something else. Good. That gave me the missing piece. The OAuth routes image results as a PNG-based string on response. That means the patch can behave like a normal OpenAI image provider and hand OpenClaw a PNG buffer. This might be a whole nother video, but yeah. I made a timestamp backups on the Mac Mini before touching anything. Now I'm patching the OpenAI bundle plugin. The patch parse locally. I'm uploading it to the Mac Mini, and then I'll ask OpenClaw to reload and list providers before trying a real image generator. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop right here. We got our answer. We're going to make another video, whether or not on how you can actually, if this is possible, get the OAuth to utilize on OpenClaw with ChatGPT image 2. Let me do some digging. We've been on this for 30 minutes. I'm going to chop this video up and get this out to you as soon as possible. But it definitely seems like it's working. So if it's working, I'm going to go mess with this for a little bit and I'll come back to you guys. Okay? I'll be back soon.